this video, I'm going to show everybody how you change out the resin in your deionizing tanks. It's pretty simple, but I figured, you know what? This is something that you're going to do if you have pure water. Even if you have an RO system, eventually you're going to have to replace that resin. So, obviously, this is my tank here. It's a 3/4 cubic foot tank. And right down here I have half cubic foot of resin in here already. I already had 0.25. I was trying to try out one of these tools here, which would be like a cartridge system, as you can see here. Only problem with this is, for whatever reason, it would still leak. So it could just be something I bought that was wrong, because my intention was to use just a little 10-inch filter here, put the resin in this container, and connect it to the pure water machine. But that didn't work out, so I figured, you know what? I got this for free, and it's gonna last a long time. I mean, once the pure water comes out from the RO, we're looking at anywhere between 8 and 20 TDS. You're gonna get thousands and thousands of gallons of pure water at 0 TDS after this. So anyway, just want to go ahead and show you guys real quick the process. It's very simple. And you take out your top here, which contains your riser. So this is your riser here. Pretty simple. As you can see, it's filled with water. So I'm going to go dump this water out. So I'm not getting rid of that resin because I barely use this at all. So anyway, I'll show you real quick. Putting this in here with the help of a cone. Very simple. Puts it in here, and you can see it's going to fill it up a lot easier. And before I start, just wanted to tell everybody, if you're looking at getting rid of all the resin, best way to do that is obviously turn it upside down, and I'll take an empty bucket and pour all that in there. As you guys can kind of guess, you don't want to like put that stuff out. As far as knowing when to change your resin, get a TDS meter, 100%. But another indicator a lot of people don't talk about is the smell that comes out of deionizing resin once it's expired. It will smell like brine, or kind of like you're by the ocean. It's got like a seaweedy kind of, seafood kind of smell. Whenever you smell that, get rid of it. It's done. Depends on what you feel comfortable with. I've used tanks, believe it or not, that have shown, 80, 90 TDS, and it was well about changed, or needed to be changed rather, and still spot free. So your individual results will vary. I'm just going to show you how to put that in there and be good to go. Okay, so you want to open the resin up so you can access it however which way you want to do this. I haven't really done it this way, believe it or not, guys. Obviously you can see I don't change this very often now that I have RO, but what I used to do is just scoop it or get a bigger cup and pour it in. This is a little easier, but you'll see how it kind of gets narrow there. What I would recommend doing is cutting the tip off so it would be a lot more wide and you'd have a lot of more resin flowing through. But anyway, I'm going to show you something real quick, because I might pick this up, but it might be too heavy, but we'll see. And you see how it gets a little stuck, right? Well, it's not a big deal. And you can see the process is the same. It's any which way you want to do it, guys. Obviously, I don't have the right funnel for this, but it's as easy as just pouring it in, guys. It's not a big deal. You just want to get it in there
Like I said, this is just something I don't really do often at all, because I really haven't messed with resin in about 2 years, but I figured you can't go wrong. So anyway, process is just going to be the same. Fill it up until it gets to, you see where it's at the level now, about right here. You want it about right here. And then this is fully filled. So I'm going to fill this real quick and then show you the final touches. Alright guys, so you see now, she's fully packed in there. Nice and full. You can see kind of the divider, so that's about as high as you want to go, because you still want some ways for the water to go so as it gets filtered. But anyway, pretty simple. Now you just take your riser and I'm going to keep pushing in. Not too high though, just so you can get a little bit inside the middle here. So this is, if the camera was wobbly, because I'm back and forth here. And what you want to do is try to put some force down. And as long as you have force, just start pulling it. Oops, sorry. Try this again. And just keep turning. Hopefully you guys can see this. And that's it, guys. It's on there nice and secure. The middle piece is in, and you're ready to go. So very simple procedure. And what I do is just pick it up and I put it in my truck. Simple as that. I usually string it together with bungees and whatnot to make it safe. But the reason I did that, guys, just so everybody understands, is obviously I already have an RO. I've never even used a DI tank since I bought this. However, what happens when you run into a problem? This can break. These things, something can happen. You'll always have a backup. That's the main thing. You're always going to have a backup. And there's some times where it's going to be needed. However, what I do normally now is I just flip it in and connect it to how I have it now. Pick it up and put the inlet that comes in from my RO. And guys, that's it. There's nothing more to it than that. Obviously it helps if you are a little bit more organized in terms of how to fill this up. Your best bet is to buy the funnel that they sell, and it's going to be a lot smaller than this. There's just going to be such a wider base. Obviously that's ideal. I didn't feel like spending $12 today, so figured I'd just go use a safety cone. But that's it, guys. Nothing more to it than that. You're ready to go. And at this rate, when the water coming out of the RO unit is about anywhere between 10 to 15 to 20 at a 3/4 tank with brand new resin, you could be looking at anywhere between 5 and 8,000 gallons of pure water at 0 TDS, because it's so low when it gets in there. But anyway, I figured I'd make a video and show everybody at least how I do it, although it is not the most efficient way, I will admit. But it's done, and that's that. So anyway, that's it, guys. I just wanted to make a video. Just things that I do daily for the business. Well, actually, this isn't daily. That's like a once a year thing, just because I really don't use the resin very much. But it can't hurt, right? Anyway, thanks for watching.